You're welcome back. It's still The Black Table here on TVC, and we have our main topic. We already told you what that main topic is, but something just crept in that we have to touch on. And I don't know if I told you guys about this from before the start of the show. There was this podcast I was listening to, watching, because you watch podcasts these days. It's called Low Key Relatable, and these two very interesting ladies were actually revealing the fact that not every modern lady these days, Nigerian lady, wants to go into a relationship because they want to have kids, or a marriage because they want to have kids. I won't say this was unknown to me. I've met people who say, I'm not doing it for the kids. But it's becoming more rampant these days. Women who, I'm not, no kids. I just want to live my life and get out there. I will admit that at one time in my life, I didn't want to have kids. I didn't even want to get married. Then I wanted to get married. Then I didn't want to have kids. Then I said, let's just have one kid. I'm still at that point. Maybe God will do now. I'll have two. But I remember looking back and saying to myself, did I get that right? Yeah. A small picking bin, they worry me. Yeah. That's what I thought. So when I saw these two ladies, I thought the same thing. I said, a small picking, they worry you. By the time you get older, you need that definition to life. I think things will change. I might be wrong. You want to have kids, yeah?
Def.
How many?
Two.
And if your wife or the person you are really in love with says, no kids for me.
So I was with someone who said no kids.
Okay.
Prior to, she was my friend for a long time. And then when we dated,
you guys got dirty. Okay, good.
Yeah, we agreed that you'll want to date. Okay. We agreed. Before we ever had, knocked the first time. It was like proper, dating. And I said no kids. In fact, she didn't subscribe to marriage. At first.
She just wanted to be partners.
Yeah, and then after we started dating, she said, "You know what? I want to get married."
But no kids.
It got to a point. She asked me some more interesting questions about possibility of what do you think if I remove my womb? And I said, you see that one?
You're taking it too far.
That is your choice to make. All right, don't ask me. Don't expect any answer from me. Just in case it not work out. Not go tell the new person. Say, because of me, you come water. So, but I think it wasn't strange to me because she was my friend. And I knew that part of her, right?
Why do you think she wanted it that way, however?
She didn't want kids.
Why didn't she want kids?
For herself.
Why? Again, I know the reason why I didn't.
Wait, so let me be honest with you, all right? As much as I want two kids, I'm going to have kids, and this is a decision I have made, right? I'm going to have kids when my wife is ready.
Okay.
When she's ready.
Okay.
Not when I want.
What do you think? I have something very impactful to say.
The thing is, today's woman is very opinionated. Now, that's a good thing. But a lot of the time, or in recent times, a lot of them take it too far. All right? Now, I stumbled on a video today of a lady complaining that her African mother, Nigerian mother, ruined her life. Why? She went through the whole trauma of her mom and her father beating her mercilessly, having her take care of her younger children, her younger ones, and all of that. That kind of trauma can create a vacuum in such a way that
you don't want
she doesn't want to experience
put anybody through that.
She doesn't want to put anyone through that. And so, you see, a lot of people have different reasons why they don't want to have kids or why they don't want to have children.
It's their business, really.
It's their choice. And you can't fault them for it. Because I have seen women who run crazy, who go depressed because they have children.
I hear you there, but I'll tell you something about the modern woman. Gang, if you can help me, back me up here. Right. The modern woman here, and this is, you can argue with me on this one. It's a selfish thing, where they want to look glam and sexy all the days of their life.
I was about to say that. You do know that some people, some women don't want to have children because they don't want to lose their figure.
Exactly.
Wait.
Some women don't want to have children because they don't want to.
Some who have children don't want to breastfeed because
they don't want to breastfeed. They don't want to go through the rigor of.
I want to hear what Gang has to say first before we go. Gang has something very witty to say, I'm sure.
It's it's a bit controversial for me because I've always said that having children is selfish.
It's selfish
Yes.
itself. Having children is selfish.
Is selfish.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Explain,
Most
please.
people, if you
I
ask
know where
most
he's
people
going.
why they want kids, they
don't
will
know.
never tell you anything about the kid. It's always about them, and why they want it. It's not because I want kids for this, I want kids for that. It's always about themselves. In this situation whereby she says she doesn't want kids, now it's easy for a lady to say, I don't want kids, but does that mean you don't want a man? Does that mean you don't want sex in your life? Does
They're
that
two
mean you don't
different
want
things,
to? Yeah?
That's two different things. Though.
That's what I'm saying. It's two different things. So the problem is this. Do you want to get into a relationship? Do you want to get married and not have children? Or you just don't want children and you don't... Because the children come with the activity. You get me? If you meet a partner that... A partner also that does not want to have kids, that's understandable. Two of you have decided we don't want. But by the time you on your own, you're saying, I don't want kids. By the time the man that wants kids... You're not limiting yourself with your
I'll
choices.
simply just say this here to round this up. Careful what you wish for. It's a different thing when you say you don't. It's a totally different thing when it becomes I can't.
Exactly.
Very true.
Trust me. The way it changes, you're like,
So
And
you-
one mistake
Yeah.
a lot of women make as well, it's in this day and age, it's better to have children when you are younger
Yeah.
Yes.
than to decide when you're much
It's
older.
always,
listen,
you know, it's
listen, guys,
always better.
I'm sure we're going to come back to this when the comments come in. Do send them in. Use the hashtag #TheBlackTable on TVC.